My girls are getting, good morning, Tux, a combination of cat food, warmed oats, and pears. I put a little cayenne pepper in there to warm them from the inside a little bit, the capsicum. And then I will give them a treat of, they get whole corn, as well as black sunflower seeds. So it's negative 14 right now is the feels like temperature. And they're super happy. My coop, this is actually their run. The run is completely wrapped in 6mm, basically painter's throw, vinyl, plastic, whatever it's called. Some of it's open up here for ventilation. And then this is their coop. I don't close the door at all. That stays open 24/7, 365. So they have full access to their run anytime they want. This was their old coop, which now is their playhouse. It just stays in here and they sit on it or hang out in it when it's a little bit chillier. But that's their old coop that they outgrew. So the run is completely enclosed completely wrapped, fully covered ceiling, and then they roost in their coop, obviously. So, but I don't put any food or any water inside of the coop to help reduce moisture and condensation. I see a lot of people very worried about their chickens in this cold temperature, and a year ago or maybe 2 years ago when we had that freezing cold polar vortex of negative 40s, this was their little house. This was their coop, their hen house. I did not have this bigger one that I added on over here. And they actually slept on top of it. So they didn't even go inside to huddle and cuddle inside. They slept roosted up here. So you can see that there's openings up here where the wrap is not completely sealed for ventilation. It was negative 40 outside, and the girls just slept right up here. They were just fine. So the biggest thing with those cold temperatures is keeping them dry. I keep fresh bedding down. I use a combination of pine shavings, dry leaves that I've kept from the fall, and I use coffee chaff from a nearby roaster that I lay down. So keeping the bedding dry and layered. I toss food in and rake in the scraps and then throw bedding on it, so they're constantly kicking it up and keeping it kind of rotated. But they seem fairly happy. I have a couple of girls that have combs that aren't as bright, but they're happy girls and they do just fine in the cold.